After the first stars were born, the universe did not become peaceful. It began to shake with light, gravity, and collision. The first cities of light were not built in silence. They were born from chaos. When young galaxies touched, their gas was compressed, and millions of new stars could ignite. From collision, the universe created violent factories of star birth. At the heart of the storm, a dark gravitational seed began to grow. Matter did not vanish at once. It heated, spun, and shone before crossing into darkness. A young black hole could feed a galaxy and at the same time drive its fuel away. Light began carving the first holes in the primordial fog. Each powerful photon was an arrow of light, changing the state of matter itself. It was a battle without blood, yet powerful enough to reshape the universe. Some galaxies burned too bright, too fast, and began to starve themselves. Yet from this chaos, the first true cities of light were built. After the universe learned to shine, it began learning how to operate. The first stars did not immediately fill the universe with light. Light had to struggle against the fog that surrounded it. The space between early light sources was like a vast sea of cosmic haze. Many particles of light could not travel far. The gas swallowed them. But gravity kept working in silence. Along invisible roads of dark matter, the first galaxies began to be fed. Gas did not fall straight down. It rotated, collided, heated, and lost energy. The first star clusters did not remain alone for long. A primordial galaxy was not born as a perfect spiral, but as a chaotic construction site. Inside it were cold gas, newborn dust, young stars, and shock waves. From our age, those early galaxies survive only as faint red traces. As space expanded, ancient light was stretched into longer wavelengths. To see that past, humanity had to learn to see in infrared. A tiny point of light can be an entire city of stars, more than 13 billion years old. The first galaxies began with something human eyes cannot see. Dark matter made the gravitational well. Gas became the material that could shine. As gas fell inward, it created motion, heat, and structure. The first disks were unstable, easily breaking into regions of star formation. Where gas became dense enough, darkness became a furnace. A young galaxy was like a city, turning on its lights, one district at a time. But this city was unstable. Its streets were gas, and its foundation was gravity. The largest young stars lived briefly, but they ruled their surroundings. They carved empty chambers inside the very clouds that created them. When massive stars died, They sent the first heavy elements into their galaxies. Each explosion made the galaxy more chemically rich. Heavy elements began to enter the material of later stars. The next generation of stars was no longer purely primordial. The color of a galaxy changes as generations of stars replace one another. Not one galaxy was growing alone. The whole universe was building at once. From tiny points of light, the map of the universe began to take shape. Young galaxies did not grow in isolation. They collided, tore, and merged. Gravity pulled stars into glowing scars across space. When gas met gas, pressure rose and starbirth accelerated. A starburst began. For a short cosmic moment, a galaxy could create stars at a furious pace. But the brightest stars were also dangerous to the gas that formed them. Light and wind could sweep away the fuel needed for future stars. Then massive stars died in sequence, turning the galaxy into a machine of feedback. Hot gas was pushed upward, carrying away material the galaxy needed. A galaxy could make itself hungry through the power of its own stars. Some young galaxies lived too fast and risked fading early. In the center, the black hole also received new fuel. When a black hole became active, it could influence the fate of the entire galaxy. This was cosmic violence, not meaningless destruction, but the reshaping of structure. The same force that drove gas away could also compress it and create new stars. From collision, a larger galaxy was born. The scars of a merger could remain visible for hundreds of millions of years. And this was not rare. This was how the young universe grew up. Even after stars and galaxies appeared, the universe was not fully transparent.
The strongest light from young stars began breaking neutral hydrogen apart.
Around each galaxy, a clear bubble began to grow. The boundary between darkness and light became the front line of the universe. Matter did not disappear. It changed state. When many galaxies shone together, their bubbles began to meet. Clear regions connected and tore open the ancient fog. From this era onward, light had more paths through the universe.
Today, we read this process in the fingerprints of ancient light.
Reionization was one of the last great state changes of the cosmos. No single galaxy did it alone. Countless sources helped open the universe. Some of the smallest galaxies may have played the largest role.
The question was not only how much light a galaxy made, but how much escaped.
Gas and dust could imprison light, but broken structures let some of it flee. Little by little, the universe changed from a foggy room into a clearer ocean. When the fog was torn open, the first cities of light were revealed. But in the centers of some young galaxies, more than stars were growing. Early black holes are among the greatest mysteries of cosmic dawn. As matter fell inward, friction heated it until it outshone many stars. Some of that energy escaped in powerful jets. Those jets struck the surrounding gas and stirred the entire galaxy. A black hole could suppress starbirth in one place and trigger it in another. When the galactic center awakened, it became a lighthouse of the early universe. Some black holes grew so quickly that they turned galaxy centers into blazing quasars. Quasar light helps us probe the gas between galaxies. Each dark line is a message from ancient matter. The galaxy and its central black hole may have grown side by side. But the balance was fragile. If feedback became too strong, a galaxy could lose fuel and stop building stars. If it kept enough gas, it continued to build new generations. The dark heart of a galaxy did not only swallow light, it helped shape history. No two galaxies were exactly alike. Each city of light had its own fate. A young galaxy was not a static object. It was a cosmic ecosystem. It needed cold gas from outside to keep forming stars. Gas did not become stars immediately. It had to cool, thicken, and collapse. When conditions were right, a dark region became a furnace. But newborn stars immediately changed the environment that created them. Stellar winds were invisible storms blowing through the galactic city. When massive stars died, shockwaves stirred everything around them. Some gas was pushed out, but not all of it was lost forever. After a long time, gas could cool and return. A galaxy lived through this cycle. It did not form stars evenly. It flared, quieted, and flared again. Color is memory. Blue stars tell the present. Red stars tell the past. Dust hides some light, but it leaves its own signal. To understand a galaxy, we must see it in many kinds of light. Every wavelength opens another layer of truth. From data, we rebuild how a young galaxy breathed, fed, burned, and grew. A photon left that galaxy when the universe was still young. Its journey would last longer than any human civilization. As it traveled, space stretched the light itself. It moved forward while the universe changed around it. Along the way, matter left fingerprints on the light. An infrared telescope waited for it in silence. A tiny particle of light became data. To the eye, it is only a red dot. But in science, a red dot can be an ancient city of stars. Where the sky seems empty, history can be dense. Looking far is not only looking across space, it is looking back in time. The sky is not the present. It is an archive of time. Across billions of years, chaotic galaxies began to mature. They swallowed smaller galaxies and gained stars, gas, and invisible mass. Every merger left a stellar trail, a memory of the past. Some galaxies grew into wide spiral disks.
Spiral arms compressed gas and continued to ignite new stars.
Galactic center preserved older generations of stars. In the outer regions, material waited silently for future star formation. Other galaxies became enormous stellar spheres after repeated mergers. When gas ran low, the city of light began to age. Galaxies did not only form alone, they gathered into groups and clusters. Between galaxies lay hot gas, dark matter, and the history of enormous collisions. Environment could also change a galaxy's fate. Without gas, fewer new lights appeared.
Where gas survived, the universe kept becoming young again.
All of these structures still followed the skeleton of dark matter. From the first seeds, the universe built a vast, luminous network. Every modern galaxy once had a violent childhood. The first stars seeded matter for the generations that followed. Later generations turned elements into dust, stones, and worlds. From galaxies came stars. From stars came planets. One day, on a small world, chemistry could become complex.
Much later, matter from stars could become eyes that look back at the sky.
We live inside a city of light. The sun is only one star among hundreds of billions in our galaxy. The Milky Way also grew through collision, absorption, star birth, and stellar death. Even the story of our galaxy is not finished. In the far future, great cities of stars will merge again. Stars rarely collide, but gravity rearranges everything. A merger is not an ending. It is another chapter of evolution. From past to future, the universe builds through change. The first cities of light became the foundation for every galaxy that followed. Every ancient photon is a witness.
When it touches a mirror, the past begins to speak.
But their light has flown to us. Every point of light is a story. Some stories began when the universe was only a fraction of its current age. They tell of the time when light tore open the hydrogen fog. They tell of stars that burned fast and died young. They tell of black holes growing while the universe was still young. They tell of collision, union, and rebirth. They tell us that the present universe did not appear in a single day. It was built from dust, gas, gravity, light, and time. When the first galaxy shone, it could not know what it had begun. From small cities, the universe built continents of light. Time stretched the light, but it did not erase the message. The darkest places in the sky can hide the brightest past. After the age of stars, the universe did more than shine. From chaos, structure was born. From structure, history was preserved. And within that history, small worlds could appear. In the next episode, we enter the deepest darkness, where the first black holes began to grow.